Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Today I'd like to talk about the Dark Prince and the Queen. The Dark Prince is the most shaven clean, bald pussy that I've ever seen in my life, and gets treated nice, gets washed, and shows us that all in display with comedic sketches and throughout Instagram posts. With over 200,000 followers on the first channel and on the new one, they're reaching around 50,000. They show everyone all the good glorious stuff that a bald cat can actually endure. And what I mean by that is just good stuff, good pictures and everything. Now, they're a really nice channel, and recently they did post online showing a little bit more of a display on something that happened in a veterinary clinic. Not to go out and cause hate or send people over into the veterinary clinics area that I'll be speaking about. To overall, just remember that there are people underneath that and working within that company that may not to be wanting to work there, but they sort of have to have a job, or maybe they're even being extorted, which is really sad. No one really wants to work for a criminal. There's a lot of different people and reasons why that they have to work for others like that to maintain a job for themselves. I don't really condone it. If you're being extorted or blackmailed, or something really bad's happening to you and that they're like threatening your life, then maybe there's an issue. So we can't just go out and spread hate on this channel. What's going on is quite terrifying as a whole. When you bring your cat into a veterinary clinic and then it starts screaming and yelling like the vet for doing whatever they're doing, which doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes at this veterinary clinic. Some animals do get treated really poorly, like one dog that came out with a red eyeball. It sort of seems like it's popping out of its face a little bit more, which is extremely disgusting, and it's some graphic animal abuse here. If you have a sick stomach, then don't continue to watch everything. As you know, if you've seen my other videos, you should know by now, and I don't need to explain that for everyone. We're all adults. Take responsibility and not go out there and destroy other people's lives because you have a problem with what they're doing. To really understand what was going on, I dug into it a little bit and I checked out the reviews to see what's going on. There were some reviews sent to the Dark.cat himself and the Queen as well. If you would like to create a community for this, you can go ahead and do that. This is just showing awareness and such to get that out there. So there is a video showing some of the evidence that is happening in case some type of court case is brought up in the future due to the veterinary clinic. I have nothing to do with it. I don't really associate myself in that. I'm just showing little clips of what's going on in this video and just raising awareness for the Dark Lord, because that bald pussy is the cutest in the world. Sphynx cats are just an amazing cat, and maybe one day I'll have one of them, although I feel all animals should be treated nice. This is just one that's really weird and bizarre and just sort of like creepy and such. Like, who walks around with a scrotum on their lap all day long? It's just hilarious. So yeah, the veterinary clinic has been called out by some other people. Their comments are getting deleted on their Google ratings and such. The comments and the reviews have been taken down. They do have Yelp. Not all of the comments are really good, but pretty much all of them are. And then there's the ones that are like really bad, which is like every now and then you'll see it, but there's no in between of like a rating that's like 2, 3, or anything in between. There's only like max rating or low rating in it, which I found really, I would call it like suspicious and something to look into and like sort of think about and maybe what's going on a little bit more. So like I said, no hate. People work inside that business. You don't want to destroy their lives or make it any more difficult on them. What we want to do is bring people together so that there's enough evidence and enough to force on plate there if you were to take action. I'm not a legal consultant or anything, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm not like part of the law. I'm not like doing anything that would be pertaining to like court or really the scenario as a whole itself, except for raising awareness and holding information in this video that is seen all over the internet, but making sure that not just it being deleted, that it does stay there, not pushing a hate crime onto people, just raising that, oh, something might be happening and it's something that you should not take your time out to create attacks on the company for, but to keep mindful that there are things that did happen, and if it were to be brought to court, that these are things that can be brought into the court itself, or to show proof. Like, a coincidence isn't really necessarily a coincidence. So every other vet clinic that I've looked up where I live, all across the country, everywhere I went to check it out in Los Angeles as well, and which is around the area of where this veterinary clinic is located. And what I did was click on them to check out the reviews and such to see if anything is similar there. Maybe it's a bad area, maybe people are more corrupt. There is a lot of violence and such there. Of course, we know in America there is a huge diversity of people, and what I mean by that is there's a huge gap between being wealthy and not wealthy. There's just something with it. Not everyone knows why, and neither do I for that matter. I have ideas, but my ideas can be different for everyone else, but they're either rated max or low. Every other veterinary clinic around there, which there are many because there's a lot of people living in Los Angeles, they have in-between ratings, and even where I live as well too. In my place, they show in-between ratings. This company does not, and they're only 2 months old. They only have max ratings as well, which is just really suspicious to me that there's nothing in between. So yeah, that's really what I'd like to point out with the video, but it's only been like open for like since June or July, so maybe a few months already have passed by. But to really know what's going on, we don't really know at this point, although people have pointed out that there are some suspicious activities going on, and yeah, I believe that if these things happen more than once or twice or 3, 4, 5, 7 times, then there's got to be, you know, a thing going on. If it smells like shit, looks like shit, it probably is shit. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to, go check out the thedarklord.cat themselves. Send them a message if you want to help support this and not go out and do it the wrong way by just sending out hate towards another company. Just showing and raising awareness for a community. You can go ahead and make your own as well too, to support animals and just be a part of this as a whole. I don't condone animal violence. I'm not about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.